Good afternoon, everyone. It is February 28th and it is Friday. So, final day of the market today. So, there's been a lot of speculation and concerns about recent issues regarding the market and how the coronavirus has made a big impact on the overall indexes. And I am going to discuss what I think the long-term impact of this and how someone can actually make some serious profit from this. Okay, so like any crisis, or whether it's medical or financial in history, there's always fluctuations in the market. The market from its recent high has been down almost 10%, which is pretty significant when you look at like the Dow or NYSE index, and it's been declining every day this week consistently, but there has to be kept in mind certain reasons for this outside of the coronavirus. And as stated prior, this is not just the coronavirus, and the market fluctuates. So the Dow Jones, for example, was down more than 6% combined Monday and Tuesday. But in historically, you see fluctuations. Now, this isn't like this virus, so isn't something long term that I foresee impacting the market. It's just I think the media has taken advantage of it and has tried using it also to distract people from more relevant issues that are going on. This is obviously a worldwide scare also. Now, keep in mind that this came from Asia, and Asia is a huge market. Their financial markets, one of the largest in the world, and their populations, I think, is over two-thirds of the world's population. So the Asian markets obviously greatly affect the world, and also the flow of people, because this is a big aspect that hasn't really been noted, that many corporations, obviously directly and indirectly, are impacted by loss in revenue and in commerce and these things. And people often don't realize how much commerce comes in from Asia and goes out or goes into Asia. There's a lot of cross commerce with Europe and America. So people have to keep this in mind, that because many of these countries are being very restrictive with their travels, this is currently impacting a lot of the large corporations who would have who would be impacted by these policies, because large corporations encompass a lot of the business and commerce that happens in the West. And now, this isn't to say that this could be short term or long term. It's difficult to say. Now, it shouldn't be a panic mode for people though, because these actually are times and instances where lots of money can be made. Now, one thing I did when this virus started becoming more well known over a month ago, I started diverting some of my funds out of my large cap stocks, because I kind of foresaw on the downturn. I mean, you look at General Electric, and they're not just because of coronavirus. I mean, the impact, the market as a whole is impacted by external conditions. So General Electric was up almost or over 13% just a couple weeks ago, right after earnings, and they're down to around 10% now. So their stock has been down like 25%. Now, this actually has been seen also in other large cap stocks at the moment. Now, one sector though where there's been a lot of growth and a lot of good day in swing trading are the pharma stocks, or biotech stocks, and these are incredible and to invest in, or just day trade at the moment. So there's several of them you could look up, but I mean, every single day this week, there have been these class of stocks that have had 50, 100, 150% growth throughout the day, or have traded pre-market these numbers, which is crazy because often you might see a couple stocks like this, but like yesterday, I think there were like seven pharma stocks trading at over 50% pre-market. Now, this is where you take an opportunity with a crisis or a downturn, or look at industries that are directly aiding or impacting positively this issue, or they're confronting a need. And you think of pharma stocks and they are directly confronting a need. Likewise, right now during the winter time, there are a lot of pharma companies that experience a lot of profits because they tie into the this time of the year. But whether it's these direct companies dealing with the virus, or they're within the pharma sector, they've been performing magnificently. And a few of these stocks are, one is NVAX, Novavax. It's a $25 million small cap stock. Very, not a real big player, but their stock has been performing magnificently in the past few weeks. And just like this past week, they've had like huge, like triple digit like gains, just incredible triple digit percentage gains this week. And I think this stock may continue for at least a bit longer, but this was a stock to have bought into. Now, another one was Moderna Therapeutics, which is a $6 billion market cap stock, much bigger. And they have partnered with NIHS, another pharma company, to develop a vaccine within a year combating this this coronavirus. Now, the next one is called CLDX, Cold Diagnostics, which has an $81 million market cap. Still smaller for a stock, but this company is working on developing a test to screen for the virus, and or they already developed it. It only took them 3 weeks to develop, and this is actually another example where I said companies that are focused on providing solutions to the problem are benefiting greatly, whether it's screening or combating symptoms or anything else in this realm. These companies are experiencing a lot of profits and a lot of interest from investors. So likewise, these have been great stocks to day trade and swing trade. And this is kind of the way someone has to go about these times in the market. Don't look at the overall picture, especially for us day and swing traders. These are big opportunities where you can make some huge gains. It's very counterintuitive when you look at the decrease in the Dow or the indexes around the world, but instead it's focusing on those individual biotech stocks that have huge gains this week. And just figure out what stocks are there and who's kind of focused within this in this area, and these are probably good stocks to look at. So I would appreciate your feedback, and have a nice weekend.